In divorce cases, is there such a thing as abandonment of the home? Short answer, no. And if you're new here, my name is Carrie. I'm an attorney, and I'm also the owner of Strategic Family Law, which is a marital and family law firm in Florida. It is such a common misconception that if you leave your home when you're divorcing your spouse, that you've somehow abandoned the home and lost your rights to it. This could not be further from the truth. Florida Statute 61.075 defines what a marital asset is, and that definition hinges largely upon when and how an asset was acquired. Under Florida law, a property acquired during the course of the marriage using marital funds is a marital asset, and that stands regardless of how long you live there or whether you live there at all. This has become such a myth that parties who are in intolerable situations in the marital home where the relationship has just become extremely toxic and even violent sometimes end up staying because they're afraid of being accused of abandonment, which is not a thing. Now, what may happen is that one spouse moving out may create a situation where the spouse who stays is entitled to certain credits. For example, if the house belongs to both parties equally, but only the spouse who stays behind is paying 100% of the mortgage, well then the spouse who left may need to reimburse the spouse who stayed for his or her 50% of those payments. We may also see credits applied for taxes, repairs, insurance, or necessary expenses to keep the asset preserved. But there is nothing in Florida law that tells us that a spouse who leaves a property somehow loses ownership or a right to the property because he or she left. Now, even though abandonment of the home is not a thing, there may be other reasons or other considerations that might make it advisable for someone to not leave the home. So this is probably a larger conversation that a party should have with his or her attorney to make sure it's the right decision. If that's you and you need help, call me. Let's talk it through.